Hi, I'm Don Carr, and this is the Boss RC-500. The RC-500 is a 2-track looper with a deep feature set and a lot of setup flexibility. On board, it has 99 memory slots and 13 hours of stereo 32-bit audio recording. There are 57 drum patterns, each with 2 varieties, for a total of 114 patterns and 16 different drum kits, all with programmable reverb. The RC-500 has stereo quarter-inch instrument inputs and outputs, plus a dedicated mic XLR input with phantom power. Those inputs can be assigned to either or both tracks, and the tracks can be panned anywhere in the stereo spectrum. The 2 tracks can play together in multi-mode or separately in single mode. The foot switches can be set up to perform just about any function on the RC-500, along with the optional foot switch expression pedal jack. For even more control, there's MIDI in and out. The Boss Tone Studio app will back up and organize all of your loops. You can connect to your computer via the USB port. With all that, the RC-500 is easy to get started on. The default setup is fairly intuitive, even for a novice looper like myself. I'll make a simple 2-track loop in multi-mode with a drum pattern. Let's look at the front panel and look at some of the deeper menu options. Start with the tracks. So you press the track edit button and use the memory value knob to scroll the options. So these are all the things you can do individually to each track. You can see you can turn reverse on or off. There's some loop effects you can use. Turn it into a one-shot, level control, and start time, stop time, how many measures the loop is, and loop sync, tempo sync, and input assignment and output assignment. And all those are repeatable for track 2 as well. Next is tempo. You can either tap the tempo in or use the memory value knob. Now if you hold it down and turn, it moves in bigger increments. The next is rhythm, turns the drums on and off. Next is memory. These are all the things you can do to each individual memory. There are a lot of sub-menus here. And each one of them have quite a bit of depth to them. You can change those parameters when you record a loop. Here's what you can do when you're playing a loop. So you've got play mode, which is either multi, or single, right? So that's track 1, track 2 either playing together or playing separately. And then when the tracks change, it's either immediate or at the loop end. Level control, fade time. And you can chain the tracks differently. They can either be in parallel or in series. You can add effects to each loop. So check this out. Here are the types of loop effects. Rhythm is all the things you can do with the drums. We've got pattern changes, 2 variations, when the variation change happens, what kit you're using, time signature, when it starts, when it stops. You can do a record count off or a play count off. Control assigns what each pedal can do, including the optional foot switches. So here we are, pedal 1 function. Right. Got a lot of different things you can do with each pedal, and you can do that for all of them. Next is menu. These parameters are global to the RC-500. Next is write, exit, enter. Fairly self-explanatory. Hold them both down to write and either use this to enter or exit your current menu. Finally, we have the input section, and that handles the setup and routing of the inputs and outputs. What all of this flexibility means is that you can set the RC-500 up to work the way that makes sense to you and how you want to use it. Now, I'm finding that a lot of the default settings are great, but being able to assign the way the loops, drums, and foot switches function per memory makes it even more useful in a lot of situations. For practice or teaching, playing with a band or solo, capturing song ideas, the RC-500 can fit in just about any scenario. Speaking of practice, that's one of my favorite uses of a looper. So there's a band that I'm in, we're doing a song that, you might have heard, and I just wanted to practice the solo section, so I created a loop to do just that, and here's how it works. Thanks for checking out the Boss RC-500 with me. If you have any questions about this or any other Boss product, make sure to contact your Sweetwater sales engineer or check us out online at sweetwater.com. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click here for more videos like this, or start at sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.